It's dark. It's gloomy. It's not actually that scary. Unless you're using the right rules, that is. Hello guys, welcome back. I'm making another video today. What? Another video? Yes, another video. And today I'm going to be talking about some D&D. We're going to be talking about some darkness stuff and Darkvision and danger. Some stuff that I've thought about for a long time, and my eyes have now been opened to the darkness. Now there's light. Now watch and marvel as I show you an intro that I haven't really thought about and have not planned at all. But it's going to be awesome. Trust me. There is this one feature in D&D 5e that I've thought is overpowered, and it is Darkvision. Pretty much every race has Darkvision, to the point where when you're one of the three races, there are 3 races in the player's handbook that don't have Darkvision, it feels sad. Like, all the other people are like, what? You don't have Darkvision? Well, get with the game, man. Everyone has Darkvision. It's 2021. How do you not have Darkvision, stupid dragonborns and humans and whatever, halflings? That's how it feels. And as a dungeon master, I like the darkness. It allows me to hide things. It allows me to create a sense of danger and horror. How I've been playing it, darkness has been kind of been nerfed by Darkvision, which allows characters to see in the dark, which is how I was playing it. But recently, Sly Flourish, the lazy dungeon master, who I've talked about on my channel before, released a video talking about you're doing Darkvision wrong. He's saying that Darkvision is actually a lot less powerful than we think it is. So the way that the rules work is there is darkness, dim light, and light. Darkness is heavily obscured and dim light is lightly obscured, which are rules in the player's handbook. It's a little bit confusing to read. But lightly obscured creatures have disadvantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on their eyeballs, which is a lot of them. And in heavily obscured, they are blinded, which is a condition which you find in the back of the player's handbook. So darkness is blinded. Shadows or dim light is lightly obscured, which is disadvantage on the wisdom perception checks, which is -5 to passive perception. Okay, I got that out of the way, slogging through the rules. Darkvision has a 60-foot range, unless you're a drow, in which case it's a 120-foot range. So in 60 feet, darkness is turned into dim light, and I believe dim light is turned into bright light, but I'm not sure. Which therefore means if you're in pitch dark, which is a cave, you still actually can't see clearly. You actually still have the disadvantage to the perception, which is more than you might think, because perception is very important, and all of a sudden, if you play it as it's written in the player's handbook, it's actually going to make it a lot less powerful and make it much more of a important thing for a character in the party to be carrying a light source, such as a torch, which increases danger, because what if you drop the torch? The goblin goes for the torch, right? Throws it to the ground and stomps on it. One way you can make the darkness even more scary is give these goblins, they've got true dark vision. They can see clear as day in the pitchest black of darkness, or any monster that lives in a cave should be able to see better than the PCs because it makes it scarier. And you know what? The Dungeon Master wants it to be scarier. The more fear that you instill in your players, the better it'll be. And I'm not doing this as a mean thing. I'm doing this to make it more fun for them, because I'm pretty sure that they want to be scared. I want to be scared when I'm a player. I want to be like, oh crap, we're all gonna die. Because then, if you don't die, it's really awesome. Professor Dungeon Master at the channel Dungeoncraft had another rule for making darkness even a bit more scary. In the player's handbook of 5e, it says that a torch lasts for like an hour, unless it's put out, obviously. But he had, in one of his videos, he had a rule where I think he had like one character was carrying a torch, and you'd roll a d4 or a d6 or however long you see fit, and that's how many rooms the torch lasts for. So after that long it burns out and you're in the dark again, you have to fumble for another one. You could, I don't know, you could show the players that timer, you could hide that and just tell them your torch goes out. You are summoned into pitch blackness. And then the ghouls leap out and attack. In the RPG that I'm currently working on, which is a extremely rules-light game called Ashen Bones, which I will have a video about coming out soon, there is very few specific rules. It's mainly just the core mechanic, but one of the few specific rules, which I think there's 2 or 3 specific rules that I put in the rulebook, is darkness. I'm not saying you should use this in your 5e game, I'm just saying I like the darkness to be dangerous. In the darkness in Ashen Bones, Character has 3 options: speak, flee, or find a light. Speak, you talk, you're like, "Who's out there? Oh, stand back, I've got a sword!" Flee is you just stumble blindly away, running into walls and just fleeing. And find a light is roll D4. It takes that long to find the torch in your backpack, if you have such a torch. Get it lit, and you can see things again. So, what I recommend is play Darkness Harsh. Yeah, so you roll up in the dungeon, but your dark vision suddenly, it's not as good as you used to think it was, because if there's a trap there, you're rolling like, "I'm looking for traps, sonny boy." But oh no, you're rolling twice, and you're taking that lower twice, and you better bet you're gonna fail some of the time. I think traps are really cool. It's a trap.
Just a side ramble here. I would recommend traps are awesome, but if you put them everywhere, the players are just gonna check everywhere and they're gonna walk along with a labyrinth. They're sending a goblin in first. They've got like these poles just tapping the ground. They're sending like elephants through the room to find the traps. Trust me, this happens. If you put too many you gotta catch them by surprise. Put no traps and then wham! Arrows fly out the wall. Laser beams, crushing pillars. Yeah, but if players think there's gonna be traps, trust me, they will find the traps before they can kill them.
So check out Sly Flourish's video in the description down below. I've always thought Darkvision was overpowered, and I've removed it from my games. I've nerfed it, but my nerfing is basically just what the actual rules are, except I wasn't doing it as well as they were. I think it actually was pretty balanced, even though I thought it was completely overpowered. So for Darkvision, I'm definitely going to work on nerfing that a little bit, and trying to make darkness a little more deadly in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace, and have fun playing some D&D. Is there someone coming? Goblins?